a session with only rotation. Make sure that you listen to your body first of all, and then make sure you've got a little cushion, something to put underneath your head for starters. I improvised. I'd like you to now get that cushion or pillow or whatever you want to put it underneath your head, and we'll start lying on our sides with that cushion underneath your head so that your head is really supported, and then your arms are forwards, your knees are bent. You want to keep the heels sort of aligned with the hips and the shoulders, and then your arms are reaching forwards. And you first of all, you find the longest version of your spine, and then with that long version you start reaching your top arm forwards, and then it reaches up. And already here, as you're looking at your arm, you might need to adjust the cushion because your head is going to roll backwards. Make sure your elbow is ever so slightly bent. It's as if you're carrying a weight. And as you keep moving, feel how your arms connecting into the ribs, and the ribs are moving. It's all about the ribs moving. Top knee is reaching forwards. And so right here, you might need to adjust again the cushion underneath your head. Make sure your head is really resting. Reach the arm back, really reaching, but imagine you're still carrying that weight, so you press ever so slightly up to connect the arm into the shoulder and to feel how your ribs are opening up to the ceiling, to the sky. At the same time, while you're reaching the fingers back, you want to reach this top knee forwards, so really lengthening this top side of the body, and then you breathe. And exhaling really helps. Maybe these ribs can open up a little more back. Stay here for one more exhalation. And then on the next exhalation, you're going to move the ribs back. Shoulder is coming with the ribs and the arm is coming with the shoulder. And then you bring the arm all the way back, and we'll do that again. So feel your hips are stacked. Press your top knee gently into the bottom knee. Look at that hand reaching all the way back, and feel how your knee stays on top of the bottom knee. Looking at the arm, exhaling to see if the ribs can just lean into the mat a little more, opening up to the ceiling. And one more time, exhaling here. And then ribs come back, shoulder with the ribs, arm with the shoulder, all the way back. We'll do that 3 more times. As you keep going, on that next one, I'd like you to focus on your legs, on the knee, in particular the top knee. See if you can reach that knee, and it's not even really moving. You want to feel as if you're reaching the knee forwards. It's not moving, but feel what that does to the stretch, to the opening of the ribs. And then exhaling to come back, starting from the ribs, taking the shoulder along. And then we'll do that 2 more times. Take your time, there's no need to rush. Make sure you're comfortable, and again, make sure your head is really resting. You want to keep your chin ever so slightly tucked in, so the back of the neck is long. You're not looking up like that. So you really have the back of the neck as long as possible. And then exhaling back. And we'll do that 1 more time. Breathing. And back. So then you turn onto the other side. You can either swing your legs around or just turn around to the other side. And for now, I'm actually going to talk over my shoulder, reaching the top arm, And again, you might need to adjust the cushion underneath your head. Open. The first one feels pretty difficult, and you feel as if you need to spend a little bit of time here. So why not exhale, and in the exhalation, see if the ribs can let go a little more. And then on the next exhalation, the ribs are coming back, shoulder is on the ribs, and the arm is coming along with the shoulder, all the way back to the other hand, reaching. So you're really reaching the fingertips. One hand is reaching one way and the other hand is reaching the opposite direction. So even the arm in the front is active. Press that top knee a little more into your bottom knee and reach it ever so slightly as you breathe. And back. Three more of these. We want to be even. Actually, there's no need to be even. If you feel that your body needs more stretches on one side, feel free to do a few more on one than on the other. Two more. And every time you open, the ribs might be able to let go a little further. And back. And then we have one more to go. Breathing, really reaching the fingertips, the one hand one way and the other hand the opposite direction. Pressing that top knee into the bottom knee and then all the way back. And then roll onto your backs. We're going to come up to a seated position in whatever way you like. You can do it this way, pressing the legs away, rolling all the way up. And once you're in this seated position, your legs are bent, you're going to open the knees out to the side. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones. Then your arms are reaching up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're going to rotate to the right. Inhaling back to the center and over to the other side. And again, think of the ribs moving, not the pelvis. So feel how your two sit bones are really heavy, sinking into the mat as the ribs are rotating from one side to the other. You can keep your arms wide and just rotate like this. I don't have any preference. And two more to each side. And the last one. And then release. Now you're going to come onto your hands and knees. So your hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips. And you're going to open your left arm out to the side. Then you reach and dive the left arm underneath the right arm, dropping your left lung down to the floor. Press into that right arm, you're not bending it. And then open it out to the side. Reach. And two. And we'll do that one more time. So again, pelvis is quiet, ribs are moving. We're going to add a little extra rotation onto it. Reaching first your left arm to the right. Then you open it out to the side and you start reaching it up, up, up. Press into your supporting arm, reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, and then dive in underneath again. We'll do that two more times, pressing really into that supporting arm, reaching. And if this is too much for you today, keep it simple, don't go all the way up. Just do what we did at the beginning. And release, opening the right arm out to the side. and diving it underneath. Pressing into that supporting arm. You're not bending it, keep it straight. Drop that right lung down to the floor and then open the arm out to the side. First we do that, and then 2. One more like this, then optional, the extra, where your arm reaches up to the ceiling into rotation the other direction, and diving it underneath. 2, really reaching, and the last one, really reaching, pressing into the supporting arm and release. Coming into a mermaid position. We'll do a little bit of mermaid, but focusing on that rotation. So finding a nice long seat, spine, and then going over to the side, and then diving that left arm underneath. 1 and 2 and 3, and reach it all the way up, and then change the legs and go over to the other side and dive 1 and 2 and 3, all the way up. We go back to the other side one more time. This time you're going to place both hands next to one another. You press into 2 arms, pressing the mat away, curving the spine, and then pull the mat towards you to open the chest. And rounding the spine. And opening the chest up and forwards, keeping the back of the neck long. One more time, curving and pulling the mat to open the chest, shoulders nice and wide, really reaching. And then we come over to the other side again. There we go, placing both hands next to one another, pressing the mat away, curving the spine, and I'm pulling the mat, opening the chest. And 2 more, and open, and the last one, and open. And that's it. I hope you enjoy that rotation. You might be ready for the rest of your day now.